Right, thank you for joining in with tonight's class, meditation class on loving kindness meditation. Keeping going with that for a little while we're in lockdown, or sort of semi-lockdown, or whatever we're in. I've lost track now with COVID. It's January the 26th, 2021. Hard pushed to know what day it is and whether we're locked down or tier 7 or tier 2 or whatever we are. But we're continuing on with doing loving kindness meditation. It's nice and easy, it's uplifting, it helps us to feel connected with each other, and what better way to relax during a pandemic lockdown than trying to feel connected to everyone and feel more peaceful. So we'll do the usual body relaxation and breathing meditation, and then we'll do the loving kindness meditation, similar to what we did last week, opening our heart up to ourselves and then spreading it out to others. If we can't do it with ourselves, then we're leaving ourselves out, and that'll have ramifications in our everyday life. So we include ourselves in it. So we keep our back comfortably straight, chin tucked in, if we wish, tongue against the back of the front of the teeth. That's the tongue, just tip of the tongue resting against the back of the front upper teeth if we wish. That just stops too much or too little saliva. If we're really in a groove and we have to swallow, or whatever it might be, then it just distracts a little bit. Most meditations it's not a problem, so if it's not comfortable, don't worry. So life can be very busy, tumultuous, frustrating, annoying, uplifting, heartwarming, saddening, and all these other things. And through all of this, every day or whenever we can, we meditate a bit, and it brings our background busyness in our mind down. The busyness in our mind manifests as unpleasantness. If our mind is busy, there's an agitation in it, there's a discomfort, a lack of contentment in it. As the mind quietens down, it feels more and more pleasant, it feels more and more peaceful and calm. Irrespective of what the stories are in our mind, if it's busy, there tends to be agitation. I should say, really, if it's being busied, if it's spinning on its wheels, as it were. So please bring your awareness to the room that you're in. Picture the room. Our mind has a tendency to flit into the past and the future. So we're going to just picture the room. Keep the breathing all nice and relaxed. Now we'll bring our awareness to our body. The body being a group of atoms. No one bit of that is the body, no one atom is the body. And the collection of all of these atoms is a collection of things that are not the body. We normally experience that there's this one individual thing that is a body, and within it are atoms. That's not the case. There's only individual things that are not the body, but we give it a name. We give that collection a name, body. It doesn't create a new overall object. It's just a word, just an idea. But because we misapprehend that, our mind tends to fill in all the gaps of contact and cold and warm sensory experiences, and causes us to project into the space where all these atoms are a single object body. So in meditation, when we say observe the body, what we actually observe is like a bit like a rainbow. It's an image that isn't out there in the seat, on the chair, in the bed, on the floor, but it does appear to us. So we appear a body. We don't experience billions of atoms. We experience this one object that feels to be here. So this is a core illusion in our everyday life that causes us upset. It gets old, it gets hurt, it dies. We crave other bodies that don't exist either. We don't crave atoms. We don't think, oh, what a really sexy bag of atoms. What a really attractive leg of atoms. So this is the body. We can meet the body in a wise way like this, and then we can meet the mind. We can observe thoughts. So bring your awareness to your thoughts. Watch them come and watch them go. Again, like the body, there are thoughts and they come and go, but we don't know where they come from and we don't know where they go to. But we imagine there's this holder of thoughts, producer of thoughts, and we call it mind. But actually that object doesn't really exist, it's just an idea. There are collections of thoughts, one after another. No one thought is the mind. Now we bring our awareness to our feelings. In our body, we have feelings. If we're struggling or we've cut off from our feelings earlier in life, then we can have what we call a dissociated state, disconnected from mind and much of the body, much of the sensation of the body, but particularly the feelings. So it doesn't matter if we're in that position. We bridge between our heart and our head by bringing our awareness into our body. So notice your feelings. When your mind wanders away, come back to the feelings and just rest with what's here. If it's difficult, same exercise. If it's easy, same exercise. Practicing like this develops mindfulness of feelings, and mindfulness of feelings is a practice of emotional acceptance, emotional composure. We're not really taught emotional composure. We're taught physical composure. We learn to not cry so much when we hit ourselves or knock ourselves as we get older. We become more robust with physical pain. But nobody teaches us to become more robust with emotional pain. This is how we can do it. Bringing the awareness into the body and noticing the feelings. So we've now met with body and thoughts and feelings. And these are parts. The body, the thoughts and the feelings are parts of what we call me, I, self. The object that contains these things can't be found. There's no object like a jar that the body and the thoughts and the feelings are in. And no one bit of them is the me, the self, the I. If I say I weigh 12 stones, how can I be the thoughts or the feelings? They don't weigh anything. If I say I'm upset, this body is just atoms, it can't be upset. So how can I be the body if I am upset? This sounds like a play on words or puzzling, but actually it's just a simple reality of there not really being a self. We just attribute these parts to a whole and perceive it and crave it. Try to protect it, but it's not there. Okay, so now we're going to do the body relaxation. Please bring your awareness to your face, as we usually do. Relax your face muscles, particularly the jaw muscles. Hold on to tension. Now bring your awareness to your left shoulder and scan all the way down the arm, relaxing it off. And the same from the right shoulder, scanning down, relaxing off, loosening, being kind to our limbs. Changing the awareness position to the left hip. We're now going to be kind to our left leg and relax it, loosen it off. And the same now from the right hip. Our muscles can tense without us realizing, but consciously we can relax them, bring our awareness to them, to the right leg and all the way down. Relax it. Care for it. Now we bring our awareness to our shoulders and neck. Imagine warm summer sunshine melting into the muscles and the tendons and the ligaments, easing them off, unburdening them, relaxing them. we're going to visualize inside of our body cavity black smoke swirling around, and inside of it, mixed in, is our propensity to give ourselves a hard time, that critical voice inside our head that either constantly or temporarily blocks us from feeling kindness towards ourselves. The love we feel towards others is totally appropriate towards ourselves. It's unconditional, so we don't need to leave ourselves out of it. But they're just words. If there's self-aversion inside of ourselves, those words, that intellectual knowing, won't unblock the problem. So with nice, steady, deep out breaths, 3 of them, imagine this black smoke and our tendency to give ourselves a hard time mixed together, billowing out of the nostrils into the distance. And as we do it, we feel liberated bit by bit from giving ourselves a hard time. We imagine the blockage is gradually removed. Now as we breathe in, we visualize sparkling golden light coming in through the nostrils. That carries with it kindness, gentleness, stillness, care, deep care. As we breathe in, this unconditional love, this unconditional kindness, we imagine it starts to gently warm and calm our body and our mind. With the last few in-breaths of golden light, we imagine it pervades right from the ends of our toes to the crown of our head, with gentleness, with unconditional kindness. And in the centre of our heart, our chest area, particularly. Now we do the breathing meditation. Allow your breath to come in, down into your lungs and back out again, nice and steady, with the body relaxed, comfortable posture. And just breathe in and out and watch it, and if the mind wanders away, come back to watching this process. Now we bring our awareness into the nostril linings. We notice the cool sensation as we breathe in, and then that pauses, and then as we breathe out there's a warmer sensation, and then that pauses. Try to follow the whole cycle over and over again because this stills the mind and makes it feel more peaceful and pleasant. Now we bring our awareness to the very rims of the nostrils. Just the same exercise. The concentration brings the peace, bringing our mind back and finding what we're doing and redoing it strengthens our mindfulness, our ability to stay with the task at hand. Give in fully to this process, noticing at the rims of the nostrils the cool and the warm. If your mind starts to feel drowsy, you'll start to lose the clarity of the exercise. Just pick up the concentration a little. If the mind feels like it's producing quicker and more thoughts, you're just trying too hard, and relax off a little. And now we're going to, as we breathe in, we think, I'm going to be kind to myself. Let this heartfelt feeling come to the heart with the breath, and then we breathe out comfortably, and then we breathe in again and repeat it. Understanding that we give ourselves a hard time, beat ourselves up. So this can be heartfelt, a wish to gradually change. We do it with purpose and strong determination. Now we can think of people in front of us who we're really fond of. Practice affectionate love towards them. People we're really fond of, or animals or insects. The people we have that natural affinity towards, and animals maybe, and insects. We picture them, visualize them in front of us, and we can just repeat this gentle thought. I want you to be happy. I just want you to be happy. And we imagine they feel our wish and know that they're feeling loved, and they smile back. They recognize the kindness that's been given to them, shared with them. It can be people who've passed away or are alive. Then we imagine more people we also feel affectionate love towards, other family members, other friends. Again, maybe people who've passed away or friends we've lost touch with or moved on. Childhood friends and such like. We can imagine them in front of us. We just think, I want for you to be happy, I wish for you to be happy, or words to this effect. We allow it to be heartfelt, visualize them. Now we imagine this feeling of love comes from our heart in golden light, bathes them in it in front of us, heals them, warms them, makes them feel content and loved. And some of that comes backwards into us as well. Now we imagine golden light radiates from our body, from this place, and wherever it touches, it brings warmth, happiness, and contentment. Imagine it spreads out to all the neighbours and the animals and the insects in the fields, and the birds in the sky, and the trees. And it spreads further and further with a really heartfelt, strong wish for everyone to be happy and at peace. We imagine it goes through the fields, through the hospitals, through the care homes, across to the sea and through the sea and all around the globe. As people experience this warmth, they fall still and content. Their mind simply becomes unbusy, non-busy, and their heart opens. Before we come out of meditation, we just relax our concentration a little, allow our heart to stay open and warm, and we can just think, I'm going to be kinder to myself. I'm going to stop beating myself up. I'm going to replace it gradually and steadily with acceptance and kindness towards myself. And then when it feels comfortable, just gently allow your eyes to open. Thank you.